On November 5th, as it stands right now, if Joe Biden's on the ballot, which I don't think he is, you're either voting for the convicted felon or the father of the convicted felon. Ooh!
Hunter Biden has been found guilty on all counts in his gun trial, federal trial in Wilmington, Delaware. All right, Leo, your first response.
My first response is I go back to the Harris Faulkner Leo Terrell segment about 6 months ago when you asked me that question. Is there any way that plea deal could be stopped? I said the judge. The judge played a major role in the rule of law by saying, I'm not going to agree to this plea deal, had questions, and that's why we're here today. The American public needs to know that. That is the rule of law, and I applaud the judge. That she did an outstanding job in following the rule of law.
All right, pause. All right, let's go to Vivek's response. Actually, let's read President Trump's response first. All right, so I immediately said, this is a red herring. This is a psyop. This is a whatever. All right, so this is the Trump campaign statement. Let's see. Quote, this is from Caroline Leavitt, Trump campaign national press secretary. Quote, this trial has been nothing more than a distraction from the real crimes of the Biden crime family, which has raked in tens of millions of dollars from China, Russia, and Ukraine. Crooked Joe Biden's reign over the Biden family criminal empire is all coming to an end on November 5th, and never again will a Biden sell government access for personal profit. If you think that this is a psyop, a red herring, a distraction to get the attention off of the big guy.
So Hunter Biden was convicted. Big freaking deal. This trial was a sham. Just like the Trump trial, it was a sham, but a sham for a different reason. It's a sham designed to legitimize the Trump conviction. That's why it came right after, even for charges that date way far back. But it also avoids accountability for the Biden crime family on the actual things that Hunter Biden should have been charged for. Like, for example, peddling foreign influence while his actual father, Joe Biden, was the vice president of the United States. Hunter had no business serving on the board of a Ukrainian energy company, a state-affiliated energy company that's affiliated with the same country, Ukraine, that his father, now as the U.S. president, is sending hundreds of billions of dollars of your taxpayer money to. That's where the real crimes lie. Yep. So this deflects accountability for the actual investigations that are more close to implicating Joe Biden, while coming in convenient timing right after the sham Trump conviction in the veil of bipartisanship. Don't buy it. I said this before, I'll say it again. This is a smoke screen, and the reality is you got to cut through it to get to the essence of what's happening in this country.
That's a good point. I like that to cement the legitimacy of the Trump conviction, to uphold Biden's comments of no one is above the law. Right. Again, I think Vivek's right on all of that, actually. I hadn't thought about that first part, but yes, I think that's very good. It's to make Trump's conviction for the public optics seem more like, see, if and now we're in a really weird place. On November 5th, as it stands right now, if Joe Biden's on the ballot, which I don't think he is, you're either voting for the convicted felon or the father of the convicted felon. Ooh! I'm voting for the outlaw, but either way, all right. So here's the thing, though. But also, why? What's the psyop here, right? You know, a lot of people are saying, well, you know, what would the psyop be? Well, there's twofold here. One, it's to get the attention off of who the big guy is or was. We all know who the big guy is. It's Biden. That's who it is. It's Biden. That's the big guy. But the other thing, and this statement from President Biden leads me to believe, how many people remember my prediction yesterday about how Biden's going to get out of the race? Just comment yes if you remember. Comment, I don't pay attention to your show anyway, if you didn't pay attention to it. Anyway, just comment there if you remember what I said. And let's read his statement, and then we'll get into why I think what I said is even more true after this statement. Let's get to it. All right, this is a statement from President Joe Biden. Quote, as I said last week, I am the president, but I am also a dad. Jill and I love our son, and we are so proud. I'm sorry. I was trying to get all the way through it. I just could. Okay, we're so proud of the man he is today. So many families who have had loved ones battle addiction understand. Remember, we talked about this. Understand the feeling of pride seeing someone you love come out on the other side and be so strong and resilient in recovery. As I also said last week, I will accept the outcome of this case and will continue to respect the judicial process as Hunter considers an appeal. Jill and I will always be there for Hunter and the rest of our family with our love and support. Nothing will ever change that. Yesterday, I said, I think that this is how they get Joe Biden out of the race. I think Hunter will have some kind of relapse moment because of this judgment. Okay, he's going to relapse, all right? And then Joe and Jill, as loving moms and dads, Jill and I will always be there for Hunter and the rest of our families with our love and support. This is how he takes the moral high road to get out. They don't have to say, well, he can't run because he's literally a geriatric patient. This is how they win the optics of the moral high ground. Y'all's thoughts. Comment in the chat as well. I want to know your thoughts.
Give me the buzzer button, censor. Graham's wrong.
All right, well, what do you think?
I think he is the Democratic Party sacrificial lamb. I think everything else goes away because he might not get prison time for this gun charge, but he is getting prison time for the tax evasion. Like this is what surprised me about the guilty verdict.
Zero chance he gets prison time. Zero. Joe will never let it happen.
There's no way. Well, Joe can't pardon him now. It's over. Like, but Biden can't go back on his word and say, oh, well, I've already said to the American people, I'm not going to pardon him, and then turn around and pardon him.
Yeah, but in the same statement, he said, I would stand by the ruling of this thing, but he's going to appeal it. And then if the appeal don't work,
like I said,
either he'll appeal it and it'll get overturned, or he'll appeal it and it won't be. And then that's when Joe Biden steps in. Zero chance Hunter goes to jail.
Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't get jail time for this, but you got 25 years for one charge, 17 for another. No, he ain't getting out of that. Like he's not getting out of that. At all.
I don't think he's going to get any jail time. Like I said yesterday, I think it's going to be a slap on the wrist.
It's the same man that literally is disobeying the Supreme Court right now.
Either way, Joe Biden, I'm just telling you.
I don't think he's going to get any jail time. My question is, what happened to the rest of didn't he have all kinds of things going on? Like you just said, this is what they charged him with, just the gun charge. He has no other cases against him right now, Hunter?
No, he got a tax evasion coming up in like September or October.
Yeah,
and that's an open and shut case.
Yeah, but
like he ain't paid taxes since like 2016.
Again, though, but also, I mean, Joe Biden owes like over $500,000 in federal taxes. Like, and he's the freaking president. You know what I mean? I like on your security clearance, shouldn't there be a question like, do you owe any back taxes? Oh yeah, I owe $500,000. You know, I'll get around to it at some point. Clear. Like, you know what I mean? Joe Biden goes back on his word all the time. And I'm telling you, if they're going to remove Biden off the ballot, which again, if they don't, the only reason that I can think that they would not have the only reason I can think that they would have Joe Biden on the ballot is one of two things. One, they know for a fact they've got the House and the Senate. They know for a fact that they've got it. So President Trump's presidency is irrelevant. Or two, they're going to cheat. And they know they're going to cheat. And then they want the world to burn. I mean, those are there's only, what is the other possible reason for keeping Biden on the ballot?
And I see y'all in the chat, saying, Todd, you've got to be smarter than that. It's not that I don't think Biden's capable of lying. That's not it. Like, yeah, I think he's definitely capable.
You also are assuming Biden actually wrote that, and he did not.
No, he didn't.
25-year-old intern.
But I'm telling you, more so, what I think is that it's not about whether Joe Biden will go back on his word or not. The people in his administration have already come to him and like, look, somebody's got to go down. It's either going to be you or him.
I don't think anyone to go down. The president.
They got to offer up somebody.
The president can pardon whoever the crap the president wants to pardon. The end. It don't matter what you did. It don't matter. The president can pardon whoever, whenever he chooses to do so.
I agree.
That's why so many presidents, when it's their last term or their final days in office, they just pardon all these people.
Yep.
To deal with, so they don't have to deal with the backlash. Oh, it's my last month here. Set them all free. I mean, that's what they do. I'm telling you.
I think
by
the
time
Hunter.
When are they sentencing him? Does it say? Do we know?
September, I think. I think that Hunter is the Democrat sacrifice to Satan. Like, here you go.
Okay. So
What do you have to lose?
If they're going to sentence him in September, listen, this is what I'm trying to say. If they're going to sentence him in September, we said August. Okay. So sentencing him in September, even still is a little later, but it still makes sense. Hey, I'm not going to be running. So as some of my final acts, I'm going to pardon my son, and me and Jill are going to stand side by side with him as he goes back into recovery, back into rehab, and all this other kind of stuff. I'm telling you, the only way they're going to get rid of Joe, because they cannot get rid of Joe Biden as weak. There's something wrong with him. Like they can't get rid of him like that. The optics have to be better than that. The optics have to be, he is this morally superior person to Trump. He loves his family so much that he's going to lay down on the sword, fall on the sword, not for the country this time, because he's already done that for the past 4 years. Now he's going to fall on the sword for his family. And then somebody else is going to take up the mantle of Joe Biden to finish what Joe started.
Now, I will say this. If Biden does go back on his word, I mean, because he's technically still the president if he loses in November.
Well, he's still the president until January, yeah.
Yeah, then he'll pardon him on like December the 31st or December the 30th. If he goes back on if Joe goes back on his word, which I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't. But I do think that the Democrats need a lamb right now more than anything. And I think Hunter, the only way this doesn't happen, and I can totally see this happen because he's a drug addict, and that's just what they do. They flip on their dealers, is if Hunter makes a phone call and like, hey, I got a lot of stuff on all y'all. Y'all better do something.
Well, he does. That's what I'm trying to say.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
there's zero chance Hunter Biden goes to jail. Zero.
Yeah, but if that is a plan for Joe to get out of there, who's coming up? I mean, are we still thinking Big Mike? Are we thinking Newsom?
No way. It'll be, if anybody, it'll be Newsom. It won't be Big Mike. She's making $300,000 for every speaking engagement. She ain't going nowhere. She ain't inheriting this mess.
It's not about the money, though. I mean,
it's always about the money.
I mean, no. I mean,
it's always about the money.
No,
I mean, the money's all going into the same place.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Todd,
Yeah.
Barack gets to do it now, you know?
They're just taking all the money from the taxpayers, anyways. I mean, all the money. That's
I don't know. Comment in the chat. Let us know what you think. Do you agree? Do you agree with me? Do you think Hunter Biden's going to jail? Do you think he's not going to jail? Do you think Joe Biden's going to be on the ballot in November? Yes or no? A lot of things for you to comment about, but comment about those things. But let's listen to what some of the Democrat paid influencers have to say. This is, oh my God. Can we just look at his stupid face really quick? Can we just scroll down? Just like, man.
Oh my goodness.
Talk about that nose just came out of somebody's butt, just kissing it. Just
rosy red cheeks there.
Wow. Can we just play the video, please?
You know, what we saw today just further proves that Joe Biden is a really good person and a really good father. After Hunter Biden was convicted in court today in Delaware, President Biden changed his plans. He flew to Delaware to be with Hunter and his family, and here's a picture from today of the president giving his...
That's him whispering, don't say a dang word.
And you missed you missed something, fella. Like, why not show the whole video? Where is it just weird? I don't have grandkids yet, Tony. Help me. You gonna kiss your grandkid on the mouth?
I don't kiss my sons, period. I hug them
all
the time. I don't kiss my sons. That's weird.
That's just weird.
All right.
Like, I'm talking
I don't
about
have
just
a grandkid yet either,
full-blown, like,
I'll let you know when I have a
but you're going to have a granddaughter. That's different. That's different.
That's true. Yep.
Like, I understand, like baby sons. Okay, fine. Grown kids, like No, you're a man. I ain't kissing you. Like, that's just the way. All right, play it. Keep going. I want to hear what this genius has to say.
Here's them outside of the motorcade, kind of a different angle of the picture. President Biden also said hi to Hunter Biden's wife and even gave a little hug to the child that they have together. I mean, like, this is just what a good father does.
Pause.
Like, he deeply
even
cared.
gave a hug to the child that they have together. Do you mean his grandchild? What an awkward way to say that.
So, somebody just said, that's gluten boy speaking.
That's gluten boy. Yeah. Here you go. I guarantee you he's got a gluten allergy.
And time blindness.
1,000,000%. And time blindness. And his mom, keep playing a video.
Time blindness.
His mama's recording this right
He
now.
loves his son no matter what. And he's
So proud
showing
of
it
my
here.
baby.
No matter
So
what
proud of
happens
him.
to Hunter, Biden will always be there for him. That's the love of a parent right there. Like, Joe Biden really cares about his kids. He has lost children. He lost Beau to brain cancer, and his daughter was in a car crash when he was just elected to the Senate. I just think this shows a lot of character. Like, standing by your son no matter what, flying to see them after their trial. I mean, just really heartwarming stuff. And it really shows you the kind of man that Joe Biden is. Really loving, caring, family man. You certainly don't see any of this from Donald Trump.
Donald Trump was willing to go to jail so he could attend his son's high school graduation. Shut your stupid mouth. Yes, Todd.
When did we start bragging about doing stuff you're supposed to do?
I don't know.
Like, I'm sorry. It's like the old Chris Rock joke. I take care of my kids. You're supposed to take care of your kids. Like, when did we start bragging about stuff you're supposed to do? Like, oh my God, this kid's an idiot.
That kid is an idiot. I mean, what does he
Kid
expect?
is an idiot.
Does he expect?
Tony said idiot. He might as well have cussed on the show.
Does he expect Biden to go out there and like, what the hell are you doing? What did you do, you dumb moron?
That would be us. That would be one of us.
Exactly. I mean, it's not like he's going to go out there and do that.
A real dad would have walked up and went, boom, right there.
For real.
And now give me a hug. Now give me a hug. Like, let me slap you
understand.
first, and now give me a hug.
I understand 100% that, it's not Joe Biden's fault Hunter was an addict. But at some point, like, you have enough authority and you have enough money to send. No, it's not. No, like, look, I got 5 boys and I've raised them all right. I'm not saying Joe Biden did. I'm not. I'm just saying it's not 100% on the parent if the kid goes astray. You know what I'm saying?
I don't disagree with that. But when your entire life is evil, corruption,
I agree.
Nefarious, demonic like atmosphere your entire life. You really think Joe Biden back in the day wasn't attending parties with cocaine and all this other kind of stuff? And Hunter was coming along with him? No.
But at some point, there should have been if he was a good dad, at some point there needed to be a video surface of like Secret Service kicking in a door of a crack house and dragging Hunter out by the hair. And dragging him to rehab. That's a good parent, not just, I'm going to stand beside my son.
I told you, a good parent would have, like, the first thing...
Yeah.
Now give me a hug. Give me a hug.
And whoever's that kid's parents are, they're in the same boat. Like
that kid,
and his mama was probably recording.
Can we go back to a freeze frame of that dude? Can we go back? Can we go back to
good work?
Can we go back to a freeze frame of that guy really quick? Just his dumb face. Can we go?
Stupid face.
Just
pull it up.
Stupid,
we're
dumb
sitting here
face.
making fun of a 12-year-old.
No, he ain't 12. He's like 20-something. He's fair game.
Okay,
this is what happens when you are given choices instead of spankings. This is what you get. Mm-hmm. So I don't believe in spankings. Well, this is your kid.
This is your kid.
This is your kid. Yeah, you probably have this for a son, or this will be your son.